Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we're going to talk about the hidden cost to buying a Tesla, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Yes, electric vehicles can save you money, but there's really two different costs that will probably increase if you buy an electric vehicle or if you buy a Tesla. On top of that, there was a price increase for the Tesla Model Y in a particular market, and also we'll talk about some Cybertruck news as well. So we're going to take a look at that, plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla via a credit union. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. So let's take a look at this. So the first one is pretty simple. Shout out to Inside EVs for posting this article. Tire wear is especially bad for electric vehicles, says JD Power. So they recently did their dependability study, and they found out that electric vehicles, and probably Tesla specifically, have a quote higher tire wear, a quote is a sore spot for EVs, and smartphone apps are troublesome according to the lower dependability score. And this seems to be the case. I mean, we try and drive as gingerly as possible, not really using sport mode all the time, because we daily drive our Tesla vehicles, and so we're not zipping around all the time 0 to 60. But either way, even if you're not in sport mode, that chill mode within a Tesla vehicle is pretty fast and has that instant torque, which can add to quicker tire wear. And we can see this from this post from Tesla economists. Save on fuel, they tell you 12,000 miles and I already have to buy 6 new tires, not to mention the insane amount I pay for insurance. With EV road tax now added, a Tesla is barely cheaper than an ICE car. And so this is kind of looking at this screenshot right here, we can see that they're most likely getting tires from a Tesla service center, which is probably not always recommended. Tesla service centers are pretty expensive relative to other vehicle service centers out there. And so my recommendation, if you're looking to buy a new set of tires, go through like America's Tire, which we have our tire insurance through, or even go through like Costco, which is going to give you a better deal. But this is probably on the one side extreme case. We've certainly seen people go 30,000, 40,000, or even 50,000 miles on a set of tires, just like a normal regular vehicle. But of course, this screenshot shows us that this person has a Model 3 Performance Pro, so they're probably zipping around all over the place 0 to 60. I mean, one could only assume with the performance vehicle, but if you're zipping around and going those 0 to 60 tests, driving fast all over the place, you're going to go through tires with any vehicle, whether it's like a BMW M3, not a Model 3, any vehicle or performance vehicle, you're going to go through tires pretty quickly. So that's something you have to kind of think about in terms of, yes, it's fast, yes, it's got instant torque, but you will go through tires if you're launching off at every single stoplight. But the one thing that's a second added cost, which actually comes to mind now, is EV road tax being added. A lot of states are following suit. This is because electric vehicles don't fill up at gas stations. And so we don't pay gas tax when filling up those vehicles or filling up a vehicle. And so there's a little bit of a tax that helps pays for roads and things like that electric vehicles should pay for at the end of the day. And so registration will be added. It's a little bit more than the regular vehicle. I think in California, it's like $100 to $200 more a year, and other states are following suit on top of that. And the last one is insurance. Insurance will be more expensive than your normal vehicle. I try and tell people it's going to be anywhere from 20 to 30% more if you're buying a Tesla or an electric vehicle. And so one really good insurance company that we use, unfortunately it's not available in California, or actually not available in California or Florida, is Costco Connect Insurance. I would say either this or Tesla Insurance is going to be your best bet and getting the lowest, cheapest, most inexpensive rates for insuring your Tesla vehicle. But at the end of the day, it's going to be probably 20 to 30% more than what you're used to currently. And on average, we did a poll out there about 6 months ago. On average, the people that watch this channel who responded to the survey pay about $150 a month for insurance for their Tesla. So definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts are on some other random news. Tesla has increased the price of the Tesla Model Y in this market in Germany by 2,500 units or dollars in that current country. It seems like Model Y has a good demand in that country, and so they've increased the prices across the board. This is probably nothing we need to worry about, because in the US, Model Y inventory is at pretty high levels. I mean, yes, it did sell a little bit from Super Bowl weekend because of that $1,000 added enhancement discount, but I would not have anything to be worried about in the near future. I think the deals, incentives, and everything are just going to get better as we get through the end of February and also the end of March. And don't forget to use a Tesla referral code, just like the one down below in the description, so you can get 3 months of full self-driving, which is valued at $600 or $200 a month. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. And thank you to everybody that's used our Tesla referral code in the past and in the future. But we're going to jump into the next topic after this water break. The Sneaks, thanks for coming in. Took delivery last Sunday. Model Y Performance for $43,000 after tax and $7,500 tax credit. Nice. How much of an inventory discount was that? It's pretty good. You pay $133 a month for insurance through State Farm in Virginia. Nice. Seems like a pretty good deal. We definitely pay a little bit more than that, but of course we've got the Model X and the Cybertruck. But thanks for reporting that on your monthly insurance amounts, because I think that is a little bit of confusion for some people. They don't really know how much insurance is going to be, and so they want to try and get as much data points before they make their decision on purchasing a vehicle. But that's kind of the one thing. Like, yes, there's plenty of different routes or plenty of benefits to buying and owning an electric vehicle. Like, you don't have to pay for gas, but electricity still has a cost, and some of these other expenses are still a little bit more than your traditional gas vehicle. In this next topic, the first Cybertruck has gone for sale and at a staggering amount. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Gregor Truck. They posted this. The first Cybertruck resale is live on CarGurus, and they posted it at a purchase price or a sale price of $250,000, which is absolutely insane. At least it looks like it's being sold by Specialty Car Collection in West Hollywood. But as quickly as it went up, it quickly went down. It went live yesterday and it is now already down off of the website. Seems like someone took it down pretty quickly. What I thought was really interesting with this is that the VIN was posted online as well. And that probably was not a good look if someone's really trying to resell this, because now that definitely signals to Tesla that they're trying to resell, and maybe they're going to go after that person. But pretty interesting to see that it went up and then went down pretty quickly. I don't particularly think it sold for $250,000, but let me know if you think it sold for $250,000. On top of that, I thought this post was really interesting in terms of Cybertruck news. There was a couple of Cybertrucks that have been rolling off the line with a miscolored door. You can see it right here from this picture, but it seems like following off of out of spec details instructions, just use Barkeeper and Windex and it gets the color right out to make it match all the other doors. You can see in this second picture right here, they were able to fix it and it is just matched along line with the other doors out there. And lastly, we've got a new Cybertruck spotting in factory wrapped white. It seems like this is the first of its kind we've been spotted out there. Of course, there is a gloss wrapped one by T-Sportline, but this is a factory PPF wrap that has been wrapped, been seen around as well. And so I would say if you're interested in wrapping your Cybertruck, vinyl is cool, but if you can spend the money, definitely do a paint protection film wrap because it's going to last longer and probably look a little bit better as well. We're still happy with our red red wrap. We're going to take it to a couple car shows this weekend, but we're going to keep it for a little bit. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. ALX, Cybertruck for 10 BTC. Yeah, Bitcoin's on a tear right now, so very, very, very nice. Wrap Cybertruck in copper for natural patina. That's a great point. Someone actually just did the they did the dark bronze wrap for the Cybertruck, which was pretty good for that. But take a look at this. I just saw this. F the pump. That's what mine is offered at. 250. I will figure out the Tesla lawsuit. Pretty interesting comment right there. I mean, because he's a very visible person. Will is a great guy. He did our F-150 Lightning video on our channel and did the review against both of them. But it's pretty interesting that he was able to. He's transparent about posting that on the internet because you never know what Tesla will do and try and go after people on for resales. CT Cybertruck of Liberty. Oh, that'd be a good idea, like a Liberty statue or the Statue of Liberty type of Cybertruck or things like that. In this next topic, auto loan approvals or Tesla financing approvals are getting tougher. And we'll give you the exact steps on if you're looking to get approved, how to maximize your chances of getting approved for Tesla financing. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Car Dealership Guy. He posted this, quote, financing a car is getting tougher. Auto credit availability declined again in January and now at its lowest point since August of 2020. And it's not just subprime. If you don't know what subprime is, that's basically people with a lower credit, like 500 to 600, that's going to get a higher interest rate. So if you're above that, you're considered prime, which is like 700 to 800. Credit is showing tightening across every type of lender and customer profile. And so really, if you're looking to buy a Tesla, there's a couple steps that you have to do to make sure that you get qualified. Of course, obviously, the biggest one is making sure you have a good credit score and above 700, maybe even close to 800 as much as possible. The second one is, of course, paying any debts that you have with like credit cards and other things like that to try and clear up your revolvable type of credit. And the last one, if you are a first-time buyer to a Tesla or have never financed a Tesla before in the past, you're going to need at least 20 to 30% down, maybe even more money down to get an approval. Anything less, you kind of run the risk of actually not getting approved. So if you're curious on what that actually translates to, if you're going to be buying a $40,000 Tesla Model Y, then you're probably going to need about $8,000 to $10,000 in cash down to be able to get approved for the financing. Of course, leasing what usually is an easier approval because you can do a lower amount down and it's really not, you're not really financing the whole amount, even though you still kind of are. So definitely if you're having trouble with financing and not getting approved, maybe consider switching to a lease to build up your credits or build up your credit history, because yes, you can do a 2-year lease or a 3-year lease, but you're going to, as long as you make on time of payments, you're going to get the credit or the history of paying those payments, and then you can build up your credit and then finance a vehicle in the future after that. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Purchasing a vehicle is going to get tougher and tougher, and so that's really where making sure you have the best credit from the get-go is going to give you the best starting point. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments, but before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link. You support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. And if you're looking for some one-on-one support on how to get the best deal and if we can create a customized buying plan for you, definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. All right. Adrian, I just drove the Tesla Model 3 Highland just 2 days ago. I love that thing. I just waited just a half a year longer since 2023 Model 3. Still got the tax credit and rebate though. Yeah, I would say, maybe give it a couple years. Maybe the Model 3 Highland will start to get more discounts, incentives, and of course, maybe the tax credit. And then you could figure out to see if you want to upgrade, because if you try to upgrade it now from the 2023 Model 3, you're probably going to be paying a lot of money on trying to get out of that. ALX, I heard about a tent mode on Cybertruck for airflow to to the bed. Do you know if that's true? That would be pretty interesting because there is no hole from the interior cabin to the bed. So they would have to figure that out somehow with maybe creating a hole or creating a new window that they can put in there or something like that. Tony, thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're doing well. Late to the live stream? No, don't worry about that. But we're actually about to end anyways. But thanks for joining in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.